Good day, students. In this video, we're going to discuss perpendicular lines. Now, we have here two definitions. The first one, perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at right angles. Okay? These are two lines which intersect at right angles. Now, the second definition, the slopes of these two equations are negative reciprocal of one another. Okay? Again, perpendicular lines, the slope of these two lines or two equations are negative reciprocal of one another. Now, two slopes are negative reciprocal of one another if the product of their slopes is negative 1. Okay, so in symbol, line 1 is perpendicular, okay, inverted T. Okay, so this is the symbol of perpendicular, okay, inverted T. Okay, so line 1 is perpendicular to line 2 if the slope of the first line is negative reciprocal of the slope of the second line. Okay, so when we say reciprocal, ato lang na is bali. Okay, bali. Okay, so for example, we have 1/2. Okay, let's have 1/2. So what is the negative reciprocal of 1/2? So the negative reciprocal of 1/2 is negative 2 over 1 or negative 2. Did you get me? Okay, so muna ibot pasabot sa negative reciprocal. So another example, if we have 3/4, negative 3/4. Okay, so what is the negative reciprocal of negative 3/4? Okay, so sayon lang, bali lang niya. So opposite sa negative is positive. So, positive, ibali rin mo ang 3/4, mahimo siyang 4 over 3. Okay, so positive 4 over 3 is the negative reciprocal of negative 3 over 4. Did you get me? So, muna ibot pasabot sa negative reciprocal. Now, let's go back sa perpendicular lines. Unsa gingon sa perpendicular lines? The slopes of these two lines or two equations are negative reciprocal of one another. Now, we have here two lines or two equations of lines. So we have here the first one, 5x plus 3y equals 1. So this is our L1 or line 1. And 3x minus 5y equals negative 44. This is our line 2. Now let's solve their slope or let's find their slopes. Okay, so first equation or first line, paitaw na to yung slope. So may mo na siyang 5x plus 3y equals 1. So, kung atong paitaw na slope, atong i-follow ang katong slope-intercept nga form. I-convert ni nato siya into slope-intercept form. So, ang may tabo, mahimong 3y equals negative 5x, okay, plus 1. Okay? So, this is for line 1 ha. Line 1 lang sa siya. Paitaw na to ang slope sa line 1. 3y equals negative 5x plus 1. So, i-divide ang 3 sa both sides. Okay, ang mahitabo mahimong y equals negative 5 over 3x plus 1/3. Now, what's the slope of this equation? Pilang slope? Ang slope niya is, the slope of our first line is negative 5 over 3. Okay, negative 5 over 3. So, mo ni ang slope sa atuang first line. Now, let's solve for the slope sa atuang second line. So, pila tong second line gani? Okay. So, the slope of our first line. So, ano na to siya? Mo ni ang slope niya. Ang slope niya is, pila yung slope? Ang yung slope is negative 5 over 3. Now, let's solve for the slope of our second line. So, second line na to or L2. Pila ang sagay na siya or pila gani ang sagay ang equation. We have 3x minus 5y equals negative 44. Okay, mo ni siya ang atuang second na equation. Now, let's solve for its slope. So, may tabo may mo siyang negative 5y equals negative 3x minus 44. Okay, are you following? Okay, negative 3x minus 44. I-divide dayon ang negative 5 sa both sides. So, ang may tabo, may mo siyang y equals negative 3 over negative 5. That's positive 3 over 5, correct? 3 over 5x plus 44 over 5. Okay, so pila ang slope sa atong second line? Ang slope sa atong second line is 3 over 5. So this is the slope of our second line. Na kung tanaw na to ang duha, kung i-compare na to ang duha ka slope, sa inyo na obserbahan. Okay, so ang slope sa to ang first nga line is negative 5 over 3. Then ang slope din sa to ang second line is 3 over 5. So it is the negative reciprocal. So negative reciprocal sila sa usag-usa. Okay? So pilay slope sa first line? Pilay slope? Slope sa first line is negative 5 over 3. Dayon, ang slope din sa second line is 3 over 5. So, negative 3 over 5, negative 5 over 3 is the negative reciprocal of 3 over 5. Did you get me? So, mo na meaning sa perpendicular lines. Atong timan-an ba sa perpendicular lines, ang ilahang slope kay negative reciprocal sa each other. Okay? Negative reciprocal of one another. So, mo na ato ang timan-an basta maghisgot ta og perpendicular line. I hope that's clear. Okay, let's practice. Example number 1. Write an equation of the line that passes through the point negative 5, 2 and is perpendicular to the equation 8x minus 2y equals 3. Okay, so here's the solution. First thing you need to do is to find the slope of the given line. Okay, we need to find the slope of the given line. So, the given line is 8x minus 2y equals 3. Okay? To solve for its slope, okay, may muna siyang negative 2y equals negative 8x plus 3. Okay? I-divide then both sides ang negative 2. Okay. I-cancel ang negative 2, may muna siyang y equals negative 8 divided by negative 2, the answer is positive 4. May masang 4x. Positive 3 divided by negative 2, the answer is negative 3 over 2. Now, the slope of this given line is what? The slope is equal to 4. Okay, that is the slope. After getting the slope, kwaon din nato ang iyahang negative reciprocal because we're talking about perpendicular lines. Okay, so pila man ang negative reciprocal sa 4. Okay, so we all know that 4 is just the same as 4 over 1. Correct? 4 is just equal to 4 over 1. Please take note. Okay, so pila may negative reciprocal sa ato ang 4 over 1. Okay, the negative reciprocal is negative 1 over 4. Did you get me? Okay, so the negative reciprocal of 4 is negative 1/4. Okay, so this slope, kaning negative reciprocal nga slope, muna sa atong gamiton to find the equation of the line which is perpendicular to this given line. So after this, nanatay slope nga kaning negative reciprocal sa slope sa original slope sa ato ang given line. Okay, nanatay negative reciprocal na slope. So after this, second step nga atong buhaton, since slope man ug ang point ang given, ba? Slope and point atong gamiton ang point slope nga formula. Point slope form. Okay, unsa man ang formula ganiya? The formula is y minus y sub 1 equals the slope times x minus x sub 1. Okay. So, ang slope nga itong gamiton dari is kato ng negative reciprocal. Did you get me? Ang slope nga itong gamiton dari is kato ng negative reciprocal. Kaning y sub 1 and x sub 1, muna siya atong given nga point. So, negative 5 is our x sub 1. And y sub 1 is positive 2. Did you get me? So, nanatay mga data. So, ito na i-substitute sa itong formula. So, y minus y sub 1, pila itong y sub 1? Y sub 1 is 2, equals the slope which is katong negative reciprocal na. So, may siyang negative 1/4 times the quantity of x minus sa ito ang x sub 1 which is negative 5 minus negative 5. So please be careful with the sign. Okay? So after this, sa ibaton ato ang i-distribute. So ato sa i-simplify, may siyang y minus 2 equals negative 1/4. Then x negative times negative 5, the answer is positive 5. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay, so after this, sa ibaton. So kaning 4, denominator nga 4, ato na siyang i-multiply dari sa left side. Then kaning negative 1, pabilin siya dari sa right side. Did you get me? So ang mahitabo dayon, mahimo siyang kaning 4 i-multiply dari sa left side. Then kaning negative 1 dari sa right side. Pabilin siya sa right side. So mahimo dayon 4 times the quantity of y minus 2 equals negative 1 times x plus 5. Okay? Ipabili lang nato ang negative 1 dari. Pero ang 4 nga denominator ato ang i-multiply dari sa left side. So simplify, 4 times y, 4y. 4 times negative 2, negative 8 equals negative 1 times x, negative x. Negative 1x or negative x. Negative 1 times 5, the answer is negative 5. Did you get me? Okay, so after this, transform na nato siya into its standard form. Okay? So mahimo din siya ang negative x transpose, mahimo siyang positive x plus 4y equals negative 5 plus 8. Are you following? Okay? So x plus 4y equals negative 5 plus 8, the answer is positive 3. So this is the final answer. So last step, letter C, final answer. What is the final answer? So our final answer is x plus 4y equals 3. So this line is perpendicular to this given line. Okay? This line, x plus 4y equals 3, is perpendicular to this given line, 8x minus 2y equals 3. And this line passes through the point negative 5, 2. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay, let's have the second example. Determine the line perpendicular to 5x plus 8y equals 11 and whose y-intercept is 8 over 3. Now, in this example, ang gihatag is y-intercept o ang line. Ganiha sa previous ng example, ang gihatag is point and a line. Equation sa line. Okay, so how to solve this one? How to solve this problem? How to find the line which is perpendicular to this given line? Okay, na ang gihatag is ang y-intercept. Okay, so first step, find the slope of the given line. So the given line is 5x plus 8y equals 11. Okay, let's solve the slope of this equation. So may tabo, may siyang 8y equals negative 5x plus 11. Okay, i-divide ang 8 both sides, di ba? Cancel ang 8, may mo din siyang y equals negative 5 over 8 x plus 11 over 8. Okay, so our slope, the slope of this given line is pila? Negative 5 over 8. Okay, so this is our slope. But take note, we are talking about perpendicular lines. So after makuha na to ang slope sa given line, pangitaon sa nato ang iyahang negative reciprocal. Did you get me? Pangitaon na to ang negative reciprocal sa slope sa given line. So pila may negative reciprocal sa negative 5 over 8. Okay? Ang negative reciprocal sa negative 5 over 8 is positive 8 over 5. Okay, did you get me? Ang negative reciprocal sa negative 5 over 8 is positive 8 over 5. Bali-bali lang. Kung negative ang sign, sa original, may mo siyang positive. Then, ibali din, ang 5 over 8, may mo siyang 8 over 5. Ingana lang. Ingana lang pagpangita sa negative reciprocal. Okay? So, kaning negative reciprocal, mo na siya ang slope sa atuang bag-o nga line or second line na to. Mo na siya ang slope sa atuang ginapangita nga line. Okay? So, the second step, after makita na nato ang negative reciprocal, slope sa negative, a negative reciprocal nga slope sa ato ang given line after ana, diba? Since ang gihatag is slope ug ang y-intercept, sa matong gamiton, point slope or slope intercept. Gamiton nato ang slope intercept because slope ug intercept man ang given. Okay, use the slope intercept form. So unsa ito yung formula gani? Y equals mx plus b. Okay, y equals mx plus b. Okay? So copy ang y, pila tong slope, atong gamiton nga slope is kato ng negative reciprocal ha. Ang gamiton natong slope is kato ng negative reciprocal. So the slope here is 8 over 5 x plus b. Kaning b mo ni siya nga to ang unsa man ato ang y-intercept. Na pila ang y-intercept given is positive 8 over 3. Okay? Are you following? Asa na to ikuha ang 8 over 3? Sa katong given nga y-intercept. B here is our y-intercept. Okay? B here is our y-intercept. So, after this, sa buhaton, para mahimong whole number kaning mga fraction na rin mo na to whole number. Ang buhaton na to, i-multiply na to ang ilang mga denominators. Okay? Ang LCD, or least common denominator. Pero di na ta mag-solve sa LCD. Ang buhaton lang nato is i-copy ang duha ka denominator, which is 5 and 3. Okay? I-multiply na to siya both sides. 5 and 3. Okay? 5 and 3. Kaning denominator nga 5 and 3. Itong i-multiply both side. Dire o dire. Okay? So, 5 times 3 times y. 5 times 3 times y, the answer is 15y. Okay, 15y, correct? 5 times 3, 15. 15 times y, 15y. Next, 5 times 3 times 8 over 5x. 5 times 3 times 8 over 5x. So, i-cancel na tong 5. Cancel ang 5. Cancel ang 5. Cancel ang 5. Ang nabilin, 3 na lang og 8x. 3 times 8x. The answer is 24x. Nakuha? Okay. I-cancel lang na to ang 5. Okay, 5 man ang denominator. I-cancel na siya. So, ang nabilin 3. Muna na siya i-multiply sa tuang 8x. 3 times 8x, 24x. Now, this one. 5 times 3 times 8 over x. I-cancel ang 3. Ang nabilin, 5 na lang. 5 og 8. Okay? 5 times 8, the answer is 40. Nakuha? Diba? So, 8 over 3 times 5 times 3. Gi-cancel ang 3. Ang nabilin, 8 na lang og 5. 5 times 8 or 8 times 5, the answer is 40. After this, i-transform din nato siya into its standard form. Okay? I-transpose ang 24x diri sa left side. May mo siyang negative 24x plus 15y equals 40. Okay? Negative 24x plus 15y equals positive 40. But we need to make the leading coefficient positive. So, multiply na to sa og negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 24, may mo siyang positive 24x. Negative 1 times positive 15y, the answer is negative 15y. 40 times negative 1, the answer is negative 40. Okay? So, the final answer, pila tong final answer? So, our final answer is 24x minus 15y equals negative 40. So, this is our final answer. So, 24x minus 15y equals negative 40 is perpendicular to this given line. And its y-intercept is 8 over 3. Okay? Ang y-intercept aning itong final answer is 8 over 3.